Hey everyone, welcome back to another fantastic day. Really quickly, I want to share with you a little bit about our heads-up display for Killmaster. The HUD is at the bottom of the screen, and there's one for each player. Now, I'm going to enlarge it a little bit just so it's easier to see, so don't worry, it's not always going to be so huge. Now, the first thing you'll probably notice is that there are a few extra icons on the right of the HUDs. For Zara, you can see a sword on the inside of a circular container. The sword is my player icon, which is something players can choose and customize and isn't tied to any particular character. But the circular container is my character's ultimate meter. Now in Killmaster, there are 3 types of special moves, and each of these is getting its own video in the future, so don't worry if you don't understand it right now. The first is an ultimate move, which is earned by dealing damage, killing opponents, obtaining special items, etc. You'll know once your ultimate meter is full because it will flash and move around like this. And when this happens, you can deal a devastating attack. Usually it'll be instant kill. Of course, each character has unique ultimate moves, so I hope you have fun testing each one out. Now, the other 2 types of special moves are called a finishing move, which is like a fatality in Mortal Kombat, and there's also a desperation move, which basically is like a kamikaze attack that you can use to sacrifice yourself when your health is below a certain level. And again, these are unique to each player, and we'll talk about these again in future videos. So now if you look at the 4 icons surrounding the ultimate meter, you'll see each character's power-ups. This definitely deserves its own video or two, but basically think of these as like a skill tree that you can choose from for each character before each match. So basically everyone would start with the same number of skill points and can choose from any number of over 30 different power-ups. Each power-up has 3 abilities, which correspond to the number of dots that you can see on each icon. So as you can see, both players actually have 2 power-ups that have 3 purple dots, meaning they've unlocked all 3 abilities. They also have one with 2 green dots and another with just a single yellow dot. Okay, so the last set of extra icons is the 2 gray circles. Now, rather than explain this, I'll show you how they work. Okay, now, here I'm going to cheat just a little bit and spawn a few items. So when I pick up the first one, nothing really happens in the icons. But now that I pick up a second item, you can see that the first item I was holding has disappeared. But now one of the gray icons has changed. Now I pick up a third item, and you can see what happens. So in Killmaster, players can hold up to 3 items at once, and there are going to be a ton of items. But don't worry if you hate items, because you can turn those off, and some of the preset game types won't even use them. But for those of you that do love items, we're really excited to start showing some of these off for you in future videos. Alright, lastly I'll go over what are probably the most obvious icons in the HUD. The large character is your current character. The small one to the side is the next character you'll play as when you die. This is important because you don't always have to use the same character for the entire match. In some game types, you're allowed to choose the character you want for each life. And to the right of the larger character icon are your extra lives, which are how many you have after your current and next character die. Because this game starts with only 3 lives, you see a +1. Lastly, you have your name at the top left and your health at the top right. As you can see, for this game type, the health is counting down. Most game types in Killmaster actually use this, but we've designed this game to be extremely customizable, which is something we'll talk about later. So yeah, you can also have health that counts upwards, like more traditional platform fighters, but for now, we're using the limited health option. And we found that 150 is pretty good for the max health, but it's important to watch the health icon, not just yours, but also your opponent's as well, because when a character's health is low, their health will start flashing, like so. At this point, any opponent can perform a finishing move on this character. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Not sure if we've improved the quality of the videos yet, but hopefully you're starting to enjoy them a little bit. I'll see you next time.